If you've ever had nightmares about Terraform plans running wild, today is the video for you. We're doing a head-to-head, Atlantis versus Spacelift. Two ways to keep infrastructure as code changes from stampeding into production. Same wheelhouse, very different methods. We're going to have a look at these different methods across some key areas of IAC and deployment. Atlantis is a self-hosted tool that automates Terraform workflows through pull requests. There's no real UI beyond server flags and YAML. It treats your VCS as the interface, for example, GitHub. It listens for PR events and posts plan and apply results back as comments. Why teams stick with it? It's specialized for Terraform, but still provides flexibility via custom workflows for integration with scanners for security, code quality, test coverage, etc. It can also be used with OpenTofu. It runs on your own infrastructure, so it can access private resources inside a VPC and use cloud-native dynamic credentials. Spacelift in a nutshell. Spacelift keeps the IAC control plane concept but delivers it as a modern platform. SaaS or self-hosted with strong workflow controls, granular access management and policy as code at the center. It's designed to standardize how infrastructure changes move through an organization, not just run Terraform in a pipeline. Workflow triggers and Git Flow. Atlantis is fundamentally PR driven. Convenient at first, but limiting at scale. There's no clean mapping of projects to branches or tags, so apply runs are still driven by PR comments. Even with command requirements like approved, mergeable, undiverged, anyone with comment access could potentially deploy once those requirements are satisfied, which is a bit too choose your own adventure for a production environment. Spacelift doesn't depend on PRs. It will post helpful PR comments and maintains that integration with your VCS, but it's mainly driven by push and tag events. It reports results as commit status checks so you can block merges when a run fails. It also separates proposed runs from tracked runs. Each stack, Spacelift's concept for segregating environments, typically targets a specific branch and optionally a path, and pushes to that branch to trigger the tracked run that can be applied. That makes Git Flow deterministic, especially in mono repos. Access control. Atlantis leans on your VCS permissions model. That's fine when one repo equals one Terraform project, but it becomes a liability when many repos, teams, and environments all share the same control surface. Spacelift enforces access inside the platform with very granular project and account roles, plus SSO support, OIDC, SAML, depending on the plan. The key difference is who can change infrastructure is governed by the IAC layer, not just by who can comment. That's quite a big difference. The lack of capable RBAC functionality really limits your ability to control who can deploy at a more granular level. Policy as code. Both Atlantis and Spacelift can use Open Policy Agent. Atlantis commonly integrates via conf test to validate plans. Spacelift treats policy as first class. The same framework can review changes, gate access, control run triggers, govern one-off tasks, and define relationships between stacks. You get a consistent policy story instead of a bolt-on check. The OPA integration lets you easily control which changes can be applied, where, and under what conditions. Orchestration and dependencies. Atlantis cannot solve cross-project dependencies on its own, so teams often add wrappers like TerraGrunt to coordinate multi-stack changes. Spacelift provides declarative stack dependencies and trigger policies when you need more dynamic behavior, so related stacks run in the right order after a change lands, even across multiple repositories. Having this visually displayed in an interface also supports your ability to keep on top of your stacks and how they are organized. Modules and reuse. Atlantis leaves private module distribution, testing, and versioning to external tooling. Spacelift includes a private module registry and ships CI for modules, so you can test and version modules before the rest of the organization consumes them. Setup, scaling, and day 2 operations. With Atlantis, a small setup can be a set and forget, but in a busy organization, new services, more environments, more teams, central YAML quickly becomes a DevOps bottleneck. Spacelift pushes more configuration to the project owners. Per stack environment management, Docker integration, GUI, API-driven changes, and programmatic management via a Terraform provider. You can automate safely with API keys governed by the same access controls as humans. It also throws in creature comforts like contexts, stack locking, and resource visualization. Drift detection. Atlantis doesn't ship automatic drift detection out of the box. Spacelift supports scheduled drift detection with notifications and optional automated reconciliation. If you want a lightweight, self-hosted, PR-centric workflow and your estate is relatively simple, Atlantis can be the right tool. If you need governance at scale, tighter access controls, policy everywhere, deterministic workflows, and orchestration across stacks, a private module registry, and drift detection, Spacelift is built for that. If you want the deeper breakdown with examples, read this blog to learn more. It's also linked in the description. And tell me in the comments, are you still PR driving your infrastructure, or have you moved to a more dedicated control plane?
Spacelift.